welcome to Take Time. I'm your host, Patrick Marlett, your man with all the answers. And today we're looking at two brand new models from the brand D1 Milano. Both share appearances similar to various heritage brands, but with a few key distinctions to separate them apart. In today is the D1 Milano Atlas, an automatic variant of their popular dress casual design, and the Commando, their modern take on the Dirty Dozen military watches. There's a lot to love about both these models, particularly the Commando offering, but this wouldn't be Take Time without discussing a bit of the bad and good before offering you my verdict on these latest offerings. Now, do note that both of these were gifted to the channel, so a special thanks goes out to Nicole and the D1 Milano team for sending these my way. Now, I'm just going to say it right off the bat. Yes, I've seen this case, that of the Atlas, on Alibaba and other brand sites. I've also seen Christopher Ward, Seiko, AP, Stoa, and several other branded models on other sites. I can only speak to the quality of the product I have in front of me. So to get ahead of the ravenous watch nerd, there's that. Secondly, the Commando design appears exclusive to D1 Milano, so take that as you like. The date allocation on our Automatico friend feels like a secondary thought. I've never liked this placement of the date as it commits so many offenses to the dial. It cuts into the hour indicator, doing so in an unflattering way, and disrupts the flow of the dial with the stark white and black texted date wheel. Personally, I could see this being a much better time-only design until that date placement and wheel is revised. Bracelet lovers rejoice, the Atlas comes well equipped. Thankfully so, as the bracelet is integrated with the case, so nothing but a specifically tailored option will work with this design otherwise. However, as a bracelet aficionado, I can state that the average bracelet enthusiast may have trouble removing the cotter pins in these links. This watch was a little troublesome to size, so if you're a bit finicky with sizing anything other than screw-in links, do factor in a trip to your local repair store. Personally, this is a non-issue, but a lot of folks care for screw-in crowns in terms of the water resistance of their watch. The Atlas boasts a 5 Atmos rating with a screw-in crown, while the Commando has a stated 10 Atmos rating with a non-screw-in crown. I think these would be the ideal alternative field watch for many if it featured a screw-in crown. Again, I have no doubt that this will take a splash or dive just as well without, but the common complaint is that the crown may be dislodged in action. This would be quite the feat, what with the crown guards and all, but I can see this being the reason folks avoid this model. To me, the designs of these cases are most akin to AP's Royal Oak. This I have no problem with, as I don't have 5 figures to drop on a watch currently. However, saying it's the same look would be a disservice to this case design, which has much its own character. The case and bracelet of the Atlas has a very clean, all-purpose look to it that is suitable in office or out on the street. The Commando leans more towards the casual, with its steel-tipped nylon strap and pass-through case design for use with 18mm strap options. Outside of the scale differences in how straps are fixed between these two, the overall appearances are very similar. Both feature dynamically cut and finished bezels, easily the most distinct feature, and sloping lugs that hug your wrist. However, in terms of the dials, all similarities cease to exist. The Atlas features high-polished hour indicators and hands with orange accents on a matte blue dial, while the Commando deploys with a unique sandwich dial with recessed second subdial and loomed hour indicators. The look is handsome and familiar to fans of vintage military watch designs, but has a modern edge that truly makes this piece stand out. The old Radium Luminova glows a faint green. It's not the strongest application of lume we've seen on the channel, but it functions nonetheless. The Commando is easily the standout to me between the two designs. It features a case very similar to Autodromo's Series 1 Group B, where it was meant to be worn with a strap. No spring bars in sight. I love the rigidity this adds to the build, making it feel purposeful in hand and on wrist. Speaking of, let's take a look at these two designs on my 7¼ inch wrist. There are minor improvements to be made, but all in all, these watches are great for consumers looking for a tastefully designed, well-built watch for everyday use. I am personally obsessed with the Commando. An updated variant with sapphire or acrylic crystal, an automatic movement, and screw-in crown would easily make this their biggest crowd pleaser. I look forward to seeing how D1 Milano updates these collections. Please let me know when the Commando 2 hits. Again, my name is Patrick Marlett, and thank you for the time.